Welcome to all those who are joining us for the first time. Today we'll be doing C 2018 solutions from questions 1 to 15. Our first question: state the value of the underlying digit in the number below. This number is 23,416 and the value of the underlying digit is 20,000. How do I know that? It's because it is in the tens of thousands places. Now, for those who cannot recognize that immediately, I recommend we label the top of each number. So this is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and tens of thousands. So to find the value of the 2 is going to be 2 multiplied by 10,000, because the 2 is in the 10,000s column, and the answer we are getting is 20,000. What percent of the shape below is shaded? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 out of how much? 10 parts of the shape that are shaded. Now we know the fraction. They ask us for the percent, so we need to multiply by 100. 10 into 10, 1, and 10 can go into 100 10 times. 5 by 10 is 50. So we are getting 50% of this shape is shaded. Question number 3. What number must be placed in the circle to give the results shown? Now, what is the results here? We have something in the circle. Subtract 3, multiply by 6 will give us 54. So using the reverse process, starting from the answer, we would get 54. And instead of multiplying by 6, we would divide 54 by 6. 6 into 5 is 0. 6 into 54 is 9. 6 nines are 54. We subtract. We have 0 remainders. So 6 can go into 54 9 times. Now let's continue. We have 9. Instead of subtracting 3, we are going to add 3. And 9 plus 3 will give us 12. So 12 is what is missing in this circle. 12 is the answer. Now let's double check that. If I have 12 here, 12 subtract 3, seeing that 12 subtract 3 is going to give me 9, and 9 multiplied by 6 is going to give me 54. Write a numeral that represents 905,412. Hundred thousands. I know I'm going to write from hundred thousands because they said 905 thousands. Okay, 100,000, tens of thousands, thousands. This is for those who are not sure how to write it immediately. You can label it up like this: hundreds, tens, and ones. And they said 905,000. It's going to be 905,412. And this is our answer. Okay, 905,412. Write 22 over 5 as a mixed number. 22 over 5 is an improper fraction, and they would like us to write this improper fraction as a mixed number. In order to do this, we must divide 5 into 22. 5 into 2 is 0. 5 into 22 is 4. 5 fours are 20. We subtract. 2 take away 0 is 2. 2 take away 2 is 0. So we are getting 4 with a remainder of 2. How do we write this as a mixed number? The answer we get, we write it as the whole number 4. The remainder is 2 over our denominator, which is 5. So the answer we are getting is 4 2/5. Question number 6. Arrange the numbers below in ascending order. What does it mean to arrange numbers in ascending order? It means to arrange numbers from the smallest to the biggest. Now, for those who may not be able to look at the numbers right away and identify which one is the biggest, what we can do is label each numbers. We see we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Again, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Now notice they are all in 3,000. Let's see hundreds. This is 100, 600, 500, 100. Okay, so I'm going to look at the ones with 100. Which one is the least? This one. 3,156. This is the smallest. It will come first. Which one next? 3,165. Which one will come next? 3,561. Which one will come next? 3,651. Here we have it. The numbers are arranged in ascending order from the smallest to the biggest. Question number 7. Add 4.75 and 2.16. In order for us to add 4.75, when we are adding decimals, it's very important that we line up the points properly. So 4.75 plus 2.16. And now we add 5 plus 6 is going to give us 11. 7 plus 1 is 8, and the one outside is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. So the answer we are getting is 6.91. Shade the fraction of the second shape to complete the statement below. Here we have 3 out of 4 parts that are shaded plus something is equal to 1 whole. How many parts in this shape must be shaded? I'm going to separate the second shape into 4 equal parts, just like the first shape. And as we can see in the first shape, we have 3 out of 4 parts shaded, 3/4 are shaded. So in order to get 1 whole, I need to shade 1/4 of this shape, of the second shape. So this is what we do to get our answer. We shade 1/4 of the second shape. Write the time shown on the clock. As we can see here, the long hand, the minute hand, is on 3. How many minutes past is it? It's 5, 10, 15. It's 15 minutes past. Where is our shorthand? Here. It's 15 minutes past 7. How do we write it? Write our colon. Minutes past comes on the right side. So 15 minutes past what hour? 7. So the time shown on the clock is 7:15. Question 10. In the diagram below, the length of each square is 1 centimeters. What is the area of the triangle ABC? Now, the first thing I'm thinking, what is the formula to find the area of a triangle? To find the area of a triangle, the formula is base multiplied by height over 2. Or for some, they may know it as a half base height, which means a half of the base and height, which is the same thing like this one, base multiplied by height divided by 2. Now, we know that each square, as they said, it's 1 centimeter. So the length from here to here is 1, this is 2, here is 3, here is 4, here is 5. So the base, which is AB, it's 5 centimeters. Then we have what represents the height, AC. Let's see how much centimeters we have here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the base is 5 and the height is 5. So let's put that information into our formula. Base by height divided by 2. So the base is 5, the height is 5, and we are going to divide that by 2. 5 times 5, or 5 5s are 25 over 2. How can I reduce this? I have 25 divided by 2. If you cannot work it out in the position it is, then you can write it like this: 2 into 25. Long division. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 ones are 2. We subtract. Then we bring down our 5. And then we say 2 into 5 is 2. 2 2s are 4. Then we subtract and we get a remainder of 1. So the answer we are getting here is 12 and 1/2. This is like writing, like what we did in the previous question, writing an improper fraction as a mixed number. So we are getting 12.5 centimeters squared because they ask us to find the area. Or someone may write 12.5 centimeters squared, and your answer will still be correct. Question number 11. What is the length of the eraser? There are 2 ways we can do this. We can simply check it on the ruler. This is a half. From 13 to 14 it's 1. So this is a half. From 13 to 14 it's 1. From 14 to 15 is 2. From 15 to 16 it's 3. From 16 to 17, where it ends, it's 4. So we have 4.5 centimeters, or 4.5 centimeters. For others who may not see it like this, we can work it out by subtracting. Where did the eraser stop? It stopped at 17. Where did it begin? It began at 12.5, 12.5. So we can subtract 12.5 from 17. So I'm writing 17 and 12.5. I'm going to put a 0 here. Subtract. Could 0 take away 5? No, so I borrow from the 7. I'll remain with 6. 1 comes here. 10 take away 5, it's 5.6 take away 2, it's 4. 1 take away 1, it's 0. And we are getting the same answer, 4.5 centimeters. Question number 12. A glass and a jar are shown below. If the jar is full of water, how many glasses of water can be filled from the jar? So again, a glass and a jar are shown below. if the jar is full of water, how many glasses of water can be filled from the jar? So the jar here has 1 1/4 liters of water. The glass can hold 125 milliliters. So what we need to do is to convert liters to milliliters. We have to convert 1 1/4 liters. Let's begin with 1 liter. 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. Isn't that so? 1/4 liter will be equal to, we can find 1/4 of 1,000. Now let's work that out on this side. I want to find out how much is 1/4 of 1 liter. 1/4 of 1 liter. How do I work this out? 1/4 multiply by how much is 1 liter? In milliliters, 1,000 over 1. 4 into 4, 1. 4 can go into 10. How much times? 2 times, with a remainder of 2. Now, for those of you all who may not be able to do it like this, I will work it out long division as well, alright? 4 can go into 20 5 times. 4 can go into 0 0 times. So I am getting 250 milliliters. Now, if that confused you, let me work it out like this. I'm dividing 4 into 1,000. Okay? 4 into 1 is 0. 4 into 10 is 2. 4 2s are 8. 10 take away 8 is 2. I bring down my 0. 4 into 20, it's 5. 4 5s are 20. I subtract. I get 0, then I bring down my next 0, and then I say 4 into 0 is 0, 4 by 0 is 0, I subtract, I'm not getting any remainders. So my answer is what I have on top, which is 250. So whether you worked it out short like this or long like this, notice we are still getting the same answer. So 1/4 of 1 liter is 250 milliliters. So 1 1/4 liter is how much? 1 1/4 liter will be equal to, we need to add 1,250 milliliters. Now that we know how much milliliters we have here, which is 1,250 milliliters, how many glasses can we get? We need to divide. So therefore the number of glasses that can be filled from this jar will be, we are going to divide the volume of the jar and the volume of the glass. So how much the jar holds? What is the volume of the jar? 1250, 1,250. And the volume of the glass is 125. So once we divide this, it will give us a total number of glasses that can be filled from the jar. Let's divide long division style. 125 into 1,250. 125 into 1 is 0. 125 into 12 is 0. 125 into 125 is 1. 125 by 1 is 125. I subtract. 5 take away 5 is 0. 2 take away 2 is 0. 1 take away 1 is 0. then I bring down the 0 and I begin the process again. 125 into 0 is 0. 125 multiplied by 0 is 0. So you see the answer I'm getting is 10. So that means is that there are a total of 10 glasses. 10 glasses can be filled from this jar. So again, let me just clear here. My answer is 10. If this question was a bit much for you, you can replay the video and pause it. 10 glasses. Question 13. In the diagram below, the length of each square is 2 centimeters. So the length of each square from here to here is 2 centimeters. The perimeter of the shape is 40 centimeters. What is the length of side AD? So we have to find the length of side AD. What does perimeter mean? Perimeter means the distance all around. So if the perimeter of the shape is 40 centimeters, it is given. That means that AB, the length of AB, plus the length of BC, plus the length of CD, plus the length of AD, when I add, I will get a total of 40 centimeters. Now, AB, how am I going to get the length of AB? AB is going to be, how many squares do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a total of 4. And what is the length of each square? The length of each square is 2 centimeters. So I'm going to multiply 4 by 2, which is going to give me the length of AB to be 8. So here is going to be 8. BC plus BC, it's going to be, let's count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 4 by 2 as well, which is going to give me the length of BC to also be 8. Plus, we have CD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the length of CD is going to be 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is going to give me 14. Plus the length of AD. Now we don't know the length of AD, so I'm going to write back AD. And all of this is equal to 40 centimeters. This is equal to 40 centimeters. So here we have a total of 8 plus 8 is 16, and 16 plus 14 is going to give us 30. So 30 plus the length of AD is going to give us 40 centimeters. So I'm going to write it on this side for lack of space. So in other words, 30 plus something is going to give me 40 centimeters. As we did in, was it question 2? If not 2, I think it was one of the questions that we did before. So in this paper, now for some of us, we can see that 30 plus 10 will give us 40, right? But for those of us who cannot see that 30 plus 10 is going to give us 40, then we are going to start from the solution and do the reverse. So we have 40 and we're going to take away, instead of adding the 30, we are going to take away the 30, and we are going to get 10. So this tells me that the length of line AD has to be 10 centimeters. It has to be that, because remember they told us that the perimeter of the shape, which is the entire distance around the shape, is 40 centimeters. So that means that AD must be 10 centimeters. And this is how we work out a question like this. Question number 14. How many grams must be removed from R, this is R, and placed on L to balance the scale? We did a question like this in the 2019 past paper as well. And that was the last question, question number 45 in the 2019 past paper. A very similar question. To work a question like this, the first thing we have to do is add. What's the total number of grams we have here? We have 1100 plus 1500, and that's going to give me a total of 2600. The next step is to divide. So we are going to divide 2600 by 2. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 ones are 2. Then we subtract. 2 take away 2 is 0. Then we bring down to 6. We say 2 into 6 is 3. 2 threes are 6. We subtract. Then we bring down to 0. We say 3 into 0 is 0. We have another 0. 3 into 0 is, 2 into 0 is 0. So 2 into 2600 or 2600 is 1300. So in order for this scale to be balanced, we must have 1300 on both sides. In order for that to happen, we must subtract. Let's go to R, which is very heavy right now. It's 1500. We have to subtract 1300 from 1500, and we are going to get a difference of 200. So it means that 200 has to be subtracted from 1500 to be here. So if 200 comes here, this would balance the scale to 1300 on this side, and if 200 is removed here, it will balance the scale to 1300 on this side. So how much must be removed from R to be placed on L? The answer is 200. Here we have, to complete the bill shown below, the first item cost $2.60. The apple cost $4.25. This, we don't know the cost of this lollipop. We have biscuits and it costs $1.75, and the total bill is $9.85. So in order to find out what is missing, we need to add all that we have, add all the items we have, subtract it from the total cost, and we will get the cost of our lollipop. So here we have $2.60. Now when you're lining up money, decimals, you need to line it up properly. Okay, $2.60 plus $4.25 plus $1.75. And when we add that, we're going to get 5 plus 5 is 10. Put it on the outside. 6 plus 2 is 8. Plus 7 and 1 is 8. We're getting 16. 16 goes outside. 2 plus 4 is 6, and 1 is 7, and 1 is 8. So we're getting a total of $8.60. All we need to do is subtract $8.60 from $9.85. So $9.85 is the total, and we're going to subtract $8.60 from this. 5 take away 0 is 5, 8 take away 6 is 2, 9 take away 8 is going to give us 1. So we're getting a difference of $1.25. So the cost of the price of this lollipop is $1.25. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Remember, sharing this tutorial can really help someone.